Hi, I'm Abby. Welcome back to my channel. And if you don't already know, I'm a freshman in college. So I have so many workplaces that I use like Google Sheets, Google Docs, Canva, CapCut, iMovie. Everything is just everywhere. So I'm really hoping I can try out a new platform called UPDF and see if that can help me kind of replace all my old stuff. So thanks to Super Race for partnering with me for this video, and we'll be testing it out. But again, all thoughts and opinions are my own. I'll just go ahead and show you all of the features and see if this is replacing everything or I don't know, we'll just see. So let's get into it. So starting off, I just want to try the AI features because I'm someone who really relies on like ChatGPT for a lot of things, not like to cheat or anything, but also like to check my work. If I'm confused on a question, it's really helpful at elaborating. So something for me is I hate when a teacher gives me like 25 practice problems. I don't have time to sit there, do 25 chemistry problems. I'm sure you don't either. So I'm gonna go in here to the AI tool and upload my chemistry homework and ask it which questions are the most applicable and just to pick out a couple of each to help me kind of streamline my studying process so I'm not spending all my time, because I do have a lot of midterms and I can't spend all my time on chemistry, as I'm sure you guys can relate to in all of your classes, especially like seniors with AP testing and everything. Like you cannot spend hours and hours and hours for every AP subject. You need to like streamline that process. So here we go. It says file analyzed successfully. So I'm gonna start a chat with it and just loading in. And again, I'm just gonna ask it for some questions about specifically which problems are the best. Okay, so as you can see, it just gave a whole summary of the document, which is helpful, but for me personally, I just wanna be able to streamline my studying. So I'm gonna ask it a quick question. Okay, so I'm gonna ask it saying, I have midterms coming up and would like to know which specific problems I should do from the worksheet. I spelled worksheet wrong, it's fine, worksheet, in order to be efficient with my time while also getting a helpful overview of all the materials / concepts. So I'm gonna send that and just see which ones it tells me to do. So as you can see, it literally gives me exactly what I want, a table with the concept / skill, why it's important, the problem worksheet type, and the specific example problems that I should be working on. So that is so helpful. And I love how it gives me the very specific formulas. What if I click on it? Oh, I can even copy the formula. That's actually really helpful. So I really appreciate that. And then even at the end, it gives me an entire practice plan of like how I should do. So like warm up, practice, more, wrap up, and like literally everything. So that is very efficient. So that's just one way that you can utilize the UPDF and to help you streamline your studying. I will say I find this more efficient than ChatGPT because it actually gives me the formulas. I feel like when I try to do it on ChatGPT, it gives me weird like money sign, underscore. Like, I don't know if you've ever tried to ask it for something, but sometimes when it comes to math and chemistry and the STEMs, it gets a little confused. So this is actually really helpful. Next thing I'm gonna try is switching from Chat PDF to Scholar Research or Paper Search. Ooh, maybe I'll do paper search because I'm writing an academic paper for my political science class as my final project. And instead of finding these like scholarly articles on Google, it's been very difficult. It has been very difficult, or from like a database. So I'm thinking I can put in my specific research question I want to be answered about, public opinion changing over the years and seeing, if it gives me good resources. So I'll start maybe with Scholar Research and try it. So I'm gonna ask political science paper on public opinion on minimum wage changing over time, because that is what my paper's on. So that will be really helpful. It can give me some good papers to reference, and we'll see. So they responded really fast and says to prepare a targeted comprehensive literature review, I need a bit more context and to please verify the following. So give me 4 things I should clarify. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that and let you know what it says in response. Okay, so I just specified that the geographic location I want is the United States, and that I'm looking for panel surveys as empirical sources and methodological preferences, and that I want it to be cross-domain by race, and that I'm looking for causal mechanisms. So we'll just answer really quickly with that and see if it gives me a paper at this point. Okay, so it gave me a really good review about different papers. So it showed me that there were 300 relevant pages, and it gave me the 10 most selective sources, which is exactly what I'm looking for. Instead of me going through and sifting through 300 pages to find the 10 that are good, it's just giving me the 10 I can look at, double check that it fits what I want, and go from there. That's saving me so much time, and even added it to my project so I can go from there. And it also gave me a quick little review so I could scan this and just see if it, connects with what I want, and gave me a little. You can literally read the whole thing right there, which is amazing. The next thing I'm gonna try is pulling up my chemistry homework again and using this in the PDF form and choosing to write on it and seeing what tools it gives me that make it kind of more like an iPad, because I hate carrying around 5 different notebooks and folders and papers. I just love relying on just my computer, but I do not have an iPad because for me, I'm not like a STEM medicine major. I feel like I wouldn't get enough use out of it. But for things like chemistry, like this specific class, I really wish I could write. you know, online, and this makes it really easy. So I just pulled up my chemistry sheet. As you can see, this is my homework. As you can see, I've just pulled up my chemistry work, and there's this tools like thing in the upper left corner, and there are so many options you can do. Comment, and then there's also edit things, and there's so many options. So I'm gonna choose comment for me because I'm commenting on my work. And I'm gonna use pencil, and you can literally draw. You can change the color, whatever. I'm just gonna stick with blue and the pen, and you can literally write. So like 0.023 moles of nitrogen, like I can literally write that. So then it's easy for me to do my equations online compared to writing on paper, having 20 million notebooks out and about and miscellaneous papers. I know I'm gonna inevitably lose things, and then also have to online transfer it anyways. So this is so much easier to be able to show my work for my professor, which I love. There's also these really cool tools like the distance tool. You can make like a little graph. I obviously put that way too high up. There we go. Like it just shows you things. Like it's really fun. Also, you know, shapes. There's a shape. Just lots of fun things. Oh, I love this sticky note. Can I put one on? Hi. Wait, that's so cool. So I can add myself a little note. That is so fun. Something I also really like is there's these buttons: reviewed, revised, approved, confidential, just so many fun things. Like sign here if you're making like a contract for something. For me personally, I'm in a marketing internship, and we did have to make some contracts, and this is really helpful, signing here, like when you make it. Obviously, I mean, I would make it smaller and everything, but it's really helpful. Things like this. So there's applicable uses outside of just the academic sphere. Also cute little stickers and everything. It kind of reminds me of Canva, but I kind of like this more. And even again, signature you can put in. A tool that I really liked is this redaction tool. So I'm going to tools and just clicking redact, and you can completely black out things. So obviously I would not normally black out my chemistry homework like this, but for me, when I was applying to scholarships and to schools and stuff like that, there's a lot of sensitive information like your banking account information, your social security number, that sometimes are on forms they need, but they don't need that. And so they're like, you can, you know, redact that. And trying to do that on Google Docs was so difficult. I was like layering things and putting things. I'm like, this is so much easier. Literally just a redaction tool that did that in like 2 seconds. That is a really helpful use of that. So those are just some of my favorite features that are on UPDF. And I honestly think that it's really great. Those are all free features. Everything I showed today were the free features that come with it. And there are so many more I cannot fit in just one video. You can go check out and explore. I've linked below. I don't get commission off of like anything I've linked below. It's just like to share it with you if you want to download it, if you want to try it. Because again, this is all completely free. They do have like paid options to get more advanced, like, you know, tools and features, but for me, honestly, again, everything I showed you was the free stuff, and I think it works really, really well. I would not say that it can replace everything. I still do need CapCut and iMovie. This doesn't have like video editing, which like I didn't expect it to, but just like noted, it does not replace every single tool that I need, like I was testing, but it does fit so many things. And I do like their AI chat much more than ChatGPT because it did give me real analytics, and the way that it wrote the formulas it actually is, because that is a big thing for me. As I said before, when I would use ChatGPT for chemistry, for STEM, things like that, it would just give me money sign, slash, underscore, especially calculus. It did not understand multivariable calculus at all. It was just spewing information, and this seems like it actually would give me formulas that are readable, understandable, and easily digestible. And again, for studying, it makes it really efficient. So I don't know, I think it's worth a try. If you want to try it, again, it's linked down below. There's some links you can check out. And yeah, thanks again for Super Race for sponsoring this, or like partnering with me. But yeah, that's all. See you in the next video. Bye.